Hey everyone, I'm here, and this is Marketing Ideas at Work, and I just wanted to invite you to join us every week at Tuesday. Every week, Tuesday at 11 o'clock Central Time, 10 o'clock Arizona time, Mountain Standard Time. And you are going to learn about following up, collecting leads, and actually doing something with them today. I'm going to be sharing some of the things that you can do, simple techniques to stay connected with your audience, to stay engaged, and actually build a community around your friends, family, introductions, whatever that happens to look like for you. I'm Russ Johns with Agency 258. Marian LaSalle is off on another adventure today, so I'm doing a solo show. I'm in Arizona. I went outside. It's a beautiful day. It's gorgeous. The sun is shining. The temperatures are mild. It's probably 55, 60 degrees. It's fantastic. And I'm just sitting here in my little space. Mom and dad are out doing their thing. And so I thought I'd share a few tips, techniques, and ideas, marketing ideas that work. Now, one of the things that I think a lot of people struggle with is this concept of, I need a technology. I need something that actually can, generate this or that or the other thing. I need a website. I don't have my email responders. And, yes, all of those things come in time. And one of the things that you need to remember, though, is that regardless of social media, regardless of anything that you have going on around the world, connections that you made on Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, whatever, Instagram, whatever your platform happens to be, is the fact that you actually have an opportunity to follow up and build relationships with those folks. And so I wanted to kind of review some of those ideas and how you can actually do that. And one of the most simple ways that I recommend that people start doing is, and it's simple but not easy, right? Simple but not easy, is going out and actively pursuing birthdays. Discover who is having a birthday. Facebook tells you who's having a birthday. LinkedIn tells you who is having a birthday, right? Who doesn't want to say, even if a person receives a birthday wish from you and they randomly connected with you 3 years ago. So they go on your profile, they see what you're doing, they say, oh, yeah, I remember Russ. He was at that networking event, and that's where I met so-and-so, and, I got married, and now I have a kid, and, oh, I remember him. Whatever the story happens to be, you actually have an opportunity to generate a connection, a small connection, and develop that relationship. It's all about relationships. That's what it's about. I don't think a single Twitter account has paid an invoice ever. It doesn't happen. The person behind the account pays the invoice, right? Now, truth, I am so guilty of, as a marketer, you test drive all these things. It's like, oh, I gotta get the numbers. All these, influencers have 100,000 users, million users, whatever. I mean, reality is most of us, unless we're in a SaaS product that can scale to large numbers, our businesses are not built around having millions of users, millions of customers. You know, I would argue that there's probably thousands of us that are are overwhelmed when we get 100 clients. You know, a lot of businesses don't take. In fact, I know some web developers that they top out, they max out. They're always busy at 5. You know, they have 5 projects going on all the time. Imagine if they actually had a mechanism that you could say, hey, I'm going to bring you 50 leads next month. Can you handle it? The answer is probably no. And a lot of entrepreneurs would say, hell yeah, I'll figure out a way to do it. I'll get a team. I'll build a team. And that's how business grows, right? You know, companies, you either grow and scale or you maintain a lifestyle. You know, it's a comfortable lifestyle. You know, you have to decide what kind of a business you want. And let's going back, marketing ideas at work. Okay. Now that I've done that rabbit hole, I'll come back. So reaching out, Messenger, watch Messenger, because you can actually message people. And if you look on your right hand side of your news feed, you'll see green lights and you'll notice that people are on. If you see somebody and you know, and you haven't talked to them for a while, here's another tip. Just reach out and say, put on Messenger, say, hey, hope you're having a great day. I just saw you're on Messenger, thought I'd say hi. It's that top of mind. So, and I'm going to come back to this in a little while. You don't know when your ideal client is ready to purchase. Your job as a business owner is to prepare, educate, and motivate these individuals so when they are prepared to purchase and they are prepared to drive purchase, you know, select your business, whatever mechanism you use, that you're top of mind. That they think, oh, I need to talk to Russ. You know, I wasn't ready last year. I wasn't ready 6 months ago. And I think I'm ready today. I need to call Russ. He can help me today. Because what happens is we forget the connection. We forget the follow-up. We forget to follow up. We forget the sequence of staying in touch and staying in contact. And then all of a sudden they're at another networking event. They're at they do a search on a website or Google or Facebook or, rabbit hole or shiny object somewhere down the road. And the next thing you know, they're off on a different tangent. They're off making friends with somebody that follows up with them. So following up with those contacts that you've made a connection with that could be maybe not your client today, maybe not even a client tomorrow. However, maybe they're in a position where they could say, hey, I know Russ. He's over here doing some things, pretty cool stuff. And you should talk to him because I think he could help you. Imagine that. Can you consider having somebody that you stay in touch with, you become friends, you actually maybe even know their spouse's name, their kid's name, or a little bit about their hobbies, about what they're doing. It's a thing called friendship. It's a thing called relationships. It's a thing called following up and actually developing a deeper relationship with this individual. I know in social media, that's almost unheard of. Everybody wants to have 1,000 friends, 5,000 friends on Facebook, max it out, or 250,000 or millions. Pick a number. It doesn't really matter. There's a philosophy of 1,000 raving fans. You know, if you had 1,000 raving fans, and I forget there's a book, and if you think of the book or you know the book that I'm talking about, drop it in the comments. Hey, we're probably connected on some social media circles, right? LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, Crowdcast. So stay engaged, stay active, right? Okay, I'm going to give you a few more tips. So LinkedIn. A lot of people don't understand LinkedIn. And I'm a huge fan of LinkedIn. I've been on LinkedIn for a while now. And I'm an active connector. I connect. And I've actually had some incredibly valuable things develop out of LinkedIn. It's pretty cool. So on LinkedIn, one of the things that you can do is they share anniversaries, promotions, job changes, birthdays, and you could go in and rather than just saying the stock answer, hey, congrats, say something that would differentiate yourself from everyone else in the stream. You're special. They're special. Why not be special together, right? It's just like, hello, McFly. It's simple, but not easy. Doing positive things every day results in success. Now, if you're doing something every single day, and this is something I would suggest you can actually do. You can do it on Twitter. You can do it on LinkedIn. You can do it on Facebook. Respond, reply, Instagram, Connect on Instagram. See how you can help people, offer assistance, create something for someone, highlight them, give them a shout out. LinkedIn, here's another thing that I'm going to be testing. I'm going to test this and I'm going to see how it works. So if you're on LinkedIn, come and connect with me, right? Connect with me and see what shenanigans we can do together, because here's what happens on the algorithm on LinkedIn is you share something that gets liked and commented on. You go back in and you comment on that comment. You respond to that comment. And then somebody else makes a comment. And those comments push that post up into the feed, right? So even if you're going back and making a comment on something, it's really nice to be able to have somebody else comment on that. And there's also, you could just put a text, much like a tweet in a LinkedIn post. And for some reason, that increases the amount of visibility that it achieves, just a text. And then you could put some additional information in the comments down below. The interaction and the engagement is much higher. Guy Kawasaki has, done some work on studying this and testing this. And so you can go follow Guy. He's awesome. And the other thing I think would be really engaging is to actually do a video and then mention people that you like on LinkedIn, the people that give a shout out, like Sam Hurley, Mike, Amy Martin, Amy Nicole Martin, Mike, just drew a blank on his name. Mike. the network. FYI.to. I'll have to put it in the comments below. So, it sucks when you forget things, right? So, back to marketing ideas that work. So, take a moment. Video's hot, and everybody knows that video's hot, and a lot of people don't want to get on video. They're, afraid. It's like, I just got out. I walked, went out walking today. Just got back. I'm sweaty. I'm just doing this show, and I just want to share some value today and offer you some ideas that you can use to stay connected and build relationships with your audience. And the marketers and the companies and the business owners that make a difference in connecting and developing relationships are the ones that are going to really make a difference to their bottom line. I swear. Everybody thought social media, hey, I don't even have to talk to anybody. I can just do social media. Hey, that's, I was looking for that, that silver rabbit, the golden rabbit, the golden ring. It doesn't work that way. You actually, you can use social media to gain interest, start a relationship, and eventually you pick up the phone. And what happens is, not everybody that you have a conversation with needs your business now. However, everybody that you have a conversation with could use your business potentially, or they might know somebody that could use your business, right? So it's a very simple equation. You get on social, you find people, you like their posts, you have a conversation with them, you respond to their comments, you then follow up, you say happy birthday, mention them on happy birthday. And then at some point in time, you can say, hey, it would be great. I would love to get to know you a little bit better. Why don't we jump on a short call and see if there's anything we could do to help each other refer business or exchange leads or anything like that. Is that a good idea? And I swear, it's like magic. Some people say yes. And then business arrives. Now, I have to say, I have received business, completed projects without ever talking to the client, and it's all been over social media and email. That has happened. It can happen, and it has happened. However, the deeper the relationship, the more the person understands, and the more that you understand their business, the more that you can help them in their business. Here's another marketing idea that works. Be the connector. Be the connector. Do you ever have you ever had that friend that seems to know everyone? You don't know how, they just seem to know everybody. It's like, oh, I need a plumber. Oh, I know a plumber. Call Bob over at this. Oh, you need an electrician? Oh, yeah, I know an electrician. Here, let's call it. Oh, I need an eye doctor. Oh, you got to talk to Fred. Fred's the best. He's over on Main Street. Be the connector. Find out what people do, who they help, how they help them, and then remember to send them introductions when somebody says, oh, I need fill in the blanks. And you do that by having relationships. You do that by paying attention to what's going on around you. And it's simple, common courtesy, and it's, simple, not easy. And you do that, and trust me, I am not perfect at this. I am far from perfect at this. I am so not perfect from this. It's like, however, when I do this and I practice this and I actually help other people and I find out what they're really doing and why they're doing it, magic things happen. Magic things happen. And as much as I've gone through this last year transition, you know, we had Harvey and we had hurricane and people were displaced. And a lot of people, you know, sun's still coming up. You know, I'm now in Arizona. Sun's still coming up. We're still here. You know, marketing ideas at work we're still here. We're still doing this week after week, being consistent. And it's really nice when somebody actually takes a moment, recognizes what you're doing, why you're doing it, and helping others. So be the person that is actively pursuing that and help others in their pursuit of happiness in their business, right? Smiles are free. Kindness is cool. What can I say? Another tip. Here's another tip. So, you ready for this one? I think it's going to be a good one. Facebook announced recently that they're going after the likes like Yelp, you know, Yext, local listings. We're doing local listings now. So get your Google's. I put together a long blog post. I'll have to go in and update this now. So agency258.com/blogs, local listings. I put a blog post together for local listings. It lists a bunch of local listings that you can put together that are really, it's a great list. So getting listed locally is going to be important. Facebook is now getting into that game. Google is already in that game. And I suggest that if your business is not actively listing its, you know, address and statistics about what you sell, what you do, who you help, how you help, when you help, all of these facts, that you get listed. You get identified on the platforms that people are going to, right? Simple equation. Get listed locally. Tip of the day. Another tip, and here's something that I think would be very valuable for a lot of people is, and a platform that you need to look at, and I want to investigate it a little further, is Alignable. Alignable started out years ago in Boston, Massachusetts. It's growing, and it's based on, you know, it's much like, think of Nextdoor for business. So Nextdoor for business would be Alignable. So you connect with business owners. It's for business owners, and it's like, it's a much more, well, how do I relate to this? Alignable. So you can actually post events. You can post your products and services. You can post all your facts and figures, and you're there as the business owner. So you're publishing everything as yourself on this platform, and so you're promoting your business. You're promoting everything about your business, and you can connect with other business owners. So I think I reached out to, I don't know, probably 200 people last week. You know, it doesn't take a long time. Posted a little message and said, hey, I'd love to, you know, stay in touch. I want to stay in touch with you. It's been a while. Like to jump on a call if it's convenient for you at some point in time. People have engaged. I've had conversations come back, you know, there's different people. And so Alignable is a platform if you're not on. And here's the caution. Here's the caution and the caveat. I love studying these things, and I love learning about these platforms, and I love getting on them and doing this. So if you need help identifying what platforms are going to work for you, give me a call. However, you don't have to be everywhere on everything all at once, doing everything, freaking out because you're not on, the latest, greatest platform. Which reminds me, Musical.ly just was purchased just for $1 billion, a platform that didn't even exist 2 years ago. That's a pretty good return, don't you think? Sidebar, Alignable. So coming back to Alignable, and all of a sudden, you could see all of the businesses that are connected around you. So you connect with those businesses. You actually connect with those businesses, those individuals, and then you say, okay, well, hey, I want to know a little bit more about you and what you're doing. So I stop in, have coffee, visit your business, whatever it happens to be. And you're actually around them. So rather than driving down the street and walking in cold from some random connection, you're actually connecting them, a safe distance. Hey, I'm safe. Don't touch me. You're not bothering them in the middle of the day. You're saying, hey, I want to learn more about your business. I want to come in and stop by and say hi. What's a time good for you? I'll bring the coffee and donuts, or, we can have lunch, or we can do a Zoom call or a Zoom. You don't even have to leave your office. Whatever works. If you cross town, don't spend time in traffic. Then jump on a Zoom session. Crazy, I know. So here's the deal. Let's all work together to learn a little bit more about what we're doing, why we're doing it, who we help, how we help, when we help, what we can do to improve the world around us. Marketing is no more than understanding what people need, when they need it, and how you can help them. Things are changing. There's some principles, accelerated learning, accelerated understanding. Look at technology and how far technology has taken us. I don't know, when was the last time you went out shopping for Encyclopedia Britannica? It's like, I got a phone, right? We got the information is all around us. Information, we're surrounded by information. So rather than creating more noise and just going out and shouting, hey, look at me, buy my stuff, let's take a moment and consider the following. It's simple to say, thank you, great post, I like your stuff, I like what you're doing, I see you, thank you for sharing. Everybody wants to be recognized, everybody wants to be heard, everybody wants to be understood. And social media, it's like water skiing. You're sliding across the surface, right? You're not in the water. You don't even experience the water. That's like social media. Relationships are under the water. You actually have to get in, get wet, before you can actually really experience a relationship. Relationships are really important to grow a healthy business long term. So I suggest you discover what it takes to have a relationship with your community, the 1,000 raving fans that are going to be on point, ready to say, Russ is the person you need to talk to. Bob is the person you need to talk to. Sally, Marian, Mary, you are the person I need to talk to because you have exactly what I need right now, today. And a year from now, I could say the same thing because last year I wasn't ready to purchase. And you stayed in touch. You You fostered that relationship. You mentored the understanding of what it is you do. You were consistent with your behaviors, and you were always there to give a supportive cheer, condolences, happy birthday, happy anniversary, congratulations on the new job. I really like that story. I liked your post. I like what you I like what you shared. Oh, ooh, that looks painful. Whatever it happens to be, engage with people on a personal level. Expand it. Get in the water. Don't be afraid. People are cool. Remember, smiles are free and kindness is cool. This is Marketing Ideas That Work. I'm Russ Johns, agency258.com. And you, you enjoy your day.